There are two events in Myrtle Beach, Harley Week and there's Black Bike Week. One event is welcome and one event was not welcome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, get up, get on up.
In Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 2 national motorcycle festivals are held over back-to-back weeks around Memorial Day. One festival is primarily white, while the other is predominantly black. While bikers of both colors enjoy both festivals, the city, community, and state view these 2 festivals vastly different, creating a divide amongst the participants, business owners, and residents. My name is Ricky Kelly, and for years I've attended both festivals because I love motorcycle culture and the bonds built around bikers of all colors. But I personally witnessed countless examples of racial injustice and discrimination. I finally said enough is enough and decided to tell my story, our story. I felt it was time for one of our own to pick up a camera and document the situation.
The hotels are there, the businesses are there, the restaurants are there, the amenities are there. And despite the treatment, we will still go anyway because we're more interested in depending on the structures that white folk and others have already created as opposed to building our own. It's a psychological thing. Nothing is going to change in Myrtle Beach until we change ourselves. There needs to be a serious conversation with the organizers of the Black Bike Week to talk about how we can take this from Myrtle Beach and take it back to Atlantic Beach. When you talk about bringing in black investment into the Atlantic Beach area, I have 2 concerns on that. The first concern is a lot of financially astute African Americans will not have a financial agenda that is necessarily in the best interest of working class African Americans in Atlantic Beach. You see, so when we talk about black investment, what do we want that to look like? Because you'll get black investment, but it will be an exploitative capitalism that rapes the Atlantic Beach African American population from what little capital and wealth that they do have. Take it to the African Americans, they put it in their white banks and it goes to their white neighborhoods where they live. Because let's keep in mind, most of these African American capitalists, our 21st century entrepreneurs, they do not live with us. So for me, I'm not a big fan of bringing in outside black investors unless they have a conscious commitment to improving the condition of their people, not just with what they say, but by what they do. Show me on paper how the black community is going to be better served with having you come in here versus someone of another color. The second thing is we have enough disposable income. If we would just organize ourselves, we would not need black investors or white investors because the everyday dimes, nickels, and pennies of black folk is enough to get these things done.
So I'm going to be straight with you. It takes money to do this. It takes money to do research, shoot interviews, travel to locations, and edit film. But we've been out there talking to folks like you who really want to see this story told. It's time for us to reach out to you and ask you to be a part of this adventure with us. Help us reach our goal. Your contribution will help us get through the critical last stages of production and post-production. We really took a strong look at what we needed to do to formulate this plan for this film. We've interviewed the mayor of Myrtle Beach, the National Lead Counsel of the NAACP, the chief of police, historians, the president of the Carolina Night Riders, which is the club that started Black Bike Week, business owners, riders, both black and white. We've also interviewed Dr. Umar Johnson to speak towards the psychology and why we continue to go back to this event after this systemic racism. The more we talk to people, the more we discover that people want to talk to us. We're planning on interviewing Bakari Sellers, former state representative. He's now a CNN pundit. Wah, the president of the Rough Riders record label and motorcycle club. The Southern Documentary Film Fund believed in this project enough to come on board as our nonprofit fiscal sponsor. This means that if you give money, it will be tax deductible. In 2016, we were invited to the Cucalores Film Festival as a work in progress. Our project was well received. Please support our campaign to raise money for these crucial next steps in the filmmaking process. This page will give you all the details on the incentives that we are offering to show our appreciation to you for helping us with this project. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you at the premiere.